I don't know what I was expecting when I booked this trip, but now that I'm here, it feels real. Just me, my suitcase, and a city I've never met before. Maybe this is what I needed. The air feels different, and for the first time in a while, so do I. Guess who just landed in Spain? Me. So this is my first time in Spain. I don't even speak Spanish, and I thought I would understand it, but I don't, so that's gonna be a bit tough. But I just got freshened up. I had food 12 hours ago and I am so hungry, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. So I didn't really plan a lot, but I do have some places that I want to check off my list, so we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna show you some halal food places to eat, because obviously we need to eat halal. Before we go out though, I need to let you guys know that it is raining, and that would really affect my videos and to an extent my trip, but that's fine. It's Europe. I should have known better. The only rule I have on my solo trips is to leave the hotel room as soon as possible. So that is exactly what I did. I stepped out into the streets of Seville, letting the colors and the energy of the city pull me in. It drizzled a bit, but I didn't mind the rain. Turns out, I don't actually despise it like I thought. Then I fed some pigeons, and for a moment my world stood still. Just me and them, like nothing else existed. So the wind literally ruined my hair, but apart from that, Santa Cruz was actually so nice. I loved it. And even though it was rainy, it wasn't like super rainy, and it wasn't like gloomy. It wasn't like London, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't giving end of the world. Also, I love the pigeons. That experience was so good. Like, I'm so happy that I went there. Now we're gonna go eat, because I haven't had proper food since 18 hours now. Also, I was meant to go to Las Palmas Duenas. Please, I know I'm butchering the pronunciation, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm not gonna do that today, because 1, I'm hungry, 2, it closes at 6, and 3, I don't really have a lot to do tomorrow, because I'm gonna go to the Real Alcazar. I was gonna go to Las Setas, but I don't feel like doing that, so there's something about eating familiar food in an unfamiliar place. After all, I may be in a new country, but my taste buds are the same. So guys, me and my ice cream, we finally reached home after a good half an hour. Honestly guys, I was gonna go fix myself before I had my ice cream. By the way, I got caramel and vanilla and I love it. Honestly, I should have gotten a Spanish ice cream, but I love Amerino and this is my go-to flavor. I just love it. But coming back to my point, the reason why I didn't fix myself was so that I could show you guys how horrible the wind actually was. And in a sense, I'm actually really lucky, because today was forecasted rain like the entire day. But the only time I got to feel the rain was when I was leaving the hotel, and it was just a bit. And just as I reached outside my hotel, like, it started pouring and I just ran inside. So considering that, I'm actually really happy, because today was such a nice and bright day. However, the wind. Look at my hair, guys. Oh, I need to fix it. Fun fact, I'm sure you guys can already tell, but this is not even my real hair. The bangs are fake. Yeah. The comfort of routine is natural, and I am a creature of habit. So of course I had to end the night with chai. Or at least the makeshift concoction I came up with in my hotel room. With the dawn comes the promise of a new day and consequently a new beginning. I used to think I was a night owl, but I am starting to realize I prefer mornings more. There's something grounding about my morning routine, brushing my teeth, having breakfast, and all that jazz. And being able to do it all without the constant pressure of rushing off to work, a beautiful blessing. My first task of the day was to find the real Alcazar. Seville city centre may be walkable, but it's also a labyrinth. It took me a while to locate it, and by the time I did, a never-ending queue had already formed outside. Once home to the Spanish royal family, or so I'm told, the palace was a breathtaking blend of thoughtful architecture inspired largely by Islamic art, just like much of the city itself. No wonder Seville is often called the Muslim side of Spain. With its low-hanging arches, intricate designs, expressive paintings and splashes of colour, it took my breath away. I was glad to have visited. This time of the year, oranges line the streets, adding even more charm to the city. My next stop was Plaza de Cabildo, a half-moon shaped estate lined with stores and shops. Unfortunately, just as I arrived, it started pouring. A lot. I took shelter under the building, and once the rain had stopped, I stepped out to take in the scenery. A simple, free-of-cost activity, yet one that felt completely fulfilling. So today was a bit of a weird day because I didn't have a lot to do, and so far I've realised that 3 days is the most you need in Seville and 2 days is enough. Literally 2 days is all you need. But if you really want to stay here for longer, maybe 3 days. But anything longer than that, I personally, from my experience, wouldn't recommend it. Also, I'm a bit hungry, so we're gonna get something to eat, and for now that's all I've planned. For dinner, I tried Puerto Rican style chicken served with fries, because if there's ever a time to try something new, it's on holiday. Stepping outside afterward, I was met with a breathtaking sunset along the riverside. A scene so striking, it stopped me in my tracks. That night, I put on the same pajamas because I forgot to pack any others and got ready for the next day. But before I go, here's what I bought. A blue mirror, a textured coaster and a printed postcard. As I did my makeup the next morning, I felt renewed. Today, my calendar was packed with one too many plans. I'm gonna head out now. Today should be a full day, so hopefully it goes according to plan. I still need to find, actually no, I know exactly where I want to eat today. One thing about the food though, everything has a fish taste to it, which is so weird, but that's just an observation that I had. I love my outfit today. I'm gonna show you guys. It's actually a Pakistani Western fusion outfit, but it has such Spanish vibes that I feel like I'll fit right into the city.
How efficient do we use ourselves? That's like the story you're telling someone else's tales. All that chit chat will make you feel. Chat worry less and really worry about yourself.
First stop, Palacio de las Duenas. A stunning estate painted in bright yellow with splashes of orange that perfectly complemented its architecture. I couldn't help but pause and take it all in. Even in the moody spring weather, it felt like summer. Everything seemed to glow. Next, I went in search of a TikTok famous dessert, pistachio cheesecake to be precise, and it did not disappoint. Outside, the rain had started drizzling. Before heading to my next stop, I grabbed some food. Then I made my way to Las Setas, which turned out to be even more beautiful than I had imagined, despite the overcast sky. I can't believe I was about to miss this one out. Like, literally, I was so close to not coming. Even my tickets, I literally just bought them yesterday because I had nothing else to do. It just didn't look like all that on TikTok, I can't lie. However, I know there's a light show here today. I'm gonna have to go because it's starting to drizzle again. I don't have an umbrella and it is about to start pouring because it's drizzling right now, and I really do not want to be here when that happens. So I'm gonna start walking home. By the time I got back, exhaustion hit me like a wave. I'm back at the hotel now, but I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow because I'm gonna have food and then I'm probably gonna go sleep. Let's see, because last night I actually slept at 4 a.m. so hopefully that doesn't happen today. I had my room cleaned, so it was really nice to come back to a clean room. However, my cheesecake, the one that had left over, it's not in a good condition. So I'm probably gonna mourn that for a while and then devour it. It was one of those days where I was so tired I ended up sleeping for 12 hours straight. Hola amigos, I am ready to check out, and it's such a bittersweet moment because I loved Seville, but at the same time yesterday and today are both rainy, so I'm kind of excited to go back to London where I don't think it's rain. I hope it's not raining. It is going to be gloomy, so that's sad, because even in rain, Seville is so much more pretty compared to London, and I think it has to do with the architecture because all the buildings are so colourful here, and in London everything is just grey. I'm also sad to be leaving Seville because I don't know, I've had such a good time. At the same time, I miss my home, I miss my parents, I miss my own room, even though this room is so beautiful, like it's actually so beautiful, but I just miss the comfort of my own room, if that makes sense. However, before I leave, I would like to give you a disclaimer. I'm wearing Crocs today. I just didn't want to be in my shoes, but I literally just brought one pair of trainers and I do not want to be in those. Well, at least no one's gonna remember me. Packing to go home is a strange feeling. Looking forward to the journey back, yet sad to leave the place that briefly felt like home. As I stepped out of the hotel, heavy rain greeted me. Because of it, Plaza de España was closed. A disappointment, since I had saved the best for the last. Watching a video of the plaza was what led me to Seville in the first place, but maybe that's all it was meant to be, the reason that brought me here, and that's okay. I still had an amazing trip. Seeing it would have added to the experience, but missing it didn't take away from everything else. Naturally, I made up for it with some ice cream and shish kebab. Then I waited in my hotel lobby until it was time to leave.